Stadion Letzigrund will be one of the 8 venues hosting games at UEFA Women's Euro 2025, operating with a listed tournament capacity of 24,186. This enclosed multi-purpose stadium in Switzerland's largest city, Zurich, is the natural home of football teams Fußball Club Zurich and Grasshopper Club Zurich, as well as the athletics club LC Zurich. SC Zurich finished 7th in the 2024-25 Swiss Super League season, whilst Grasshopper finished 11th and won a relegation playoff to remain in the Super League for 2025-26. The Letzigrund name roughly translates to last ground in English, believed to be a reference to its location near the historic borders of Zurich. The stadium now sits in the Altstetten district in the west of the city, with railway tracks to the north and local housing in the surrounding vicinity. The ground which sits in place today is the modern incarnation of Stadion Letzigrund. The original opened way back in November 1925, initially as a home for just SC Zurich. In 1928, Letzigrund started its athletics legacy, holding its first Weltklasse Zurich, an annual invitation-only track and field event for the world's best athletes. It remains an event to this day, part of the modern-day Diamond League, and has an extensive history of being the location for newly set world records, including in June 1960, when German sprinter Armin Hari became the first human to run the 100 metres in exactly 10 seconds. That history with athletics has left Stadion Letzigrund with the presence of an athletics track that both its old and current versions maintain with pride. The original stadium became property of the city of Zurich in 1937 during the Great Depression, an ownership deal that has remained to this day and allowed Letzigrund to undergo extensive renovation work over the years. The old stadium would hold up to a maximum of 25,000, housing a football standard pitch within the centre of its athletic facilities. Since as early as the 1990s though, there has been a push to modernise Letzigrund, to create a venue that could better accommodate the world-class athletes during the Weltklasse Zurich, whilst also maintain elite multi-sport use. There was a big desire to remain on the historic Letzigrund site too, as opposed to a relocation to somewhere else within Zurich. Around the same time, Grasshopper Club Zurich, SC Zurich's historic rivals and Switzerland's record league champions, were based at the Hardturm further north. It had been Grasshopper's home since 1929, selected as Zurich's host venue as part of the 1954 FIFA World Cup. An ageing venue that by the mid-2000s could hold 20,000 less people than at its peak, Grasshopper too were in the process of trying to either upgrade or replace their historic home. There had been plans for a new Hardturm, but they were rejected by Zurich's residents. Plans for Letzigrund's redevelopment meanwhile were initially slow, but quickly accelerated following the news that Switzerland would be a co-host to UEFA Euro 2008 alongside Austria, and that Zurich's athletic stadium was expected to be one of those host venues. What was originally set to be a new build opening in 2009 ended up coming into existence 2 years sooner. The old Stadion Letzigrund was closed and demolished in 2006, construction work on the new stadium immediately beginning and being complete in time for the autumn of 2007. Grasshopper remained at Hardturm during the construction process, joined there, controversially in the eyes of some fans, by local rivals SC Zurich for the duration of their 2006-07 season. The new Stadion Letzigrund officially opened on the 30th of August 2007. Just a week later came its first major event, the annual Weltklasse Zurich, with 26,500 people present. Its first football game was 16 days after that, rather fittingly, a clash between the rivals now roommates of SC Zurich and Grasshopper Club Zurich. The co-tenancy agreement between themselves and the local athletics club has stayed in place since the reopening, even despite the clear dislike between the two football clubs, and more recent incidents of violence and hooliganism at matches. Grasshopper's old home, the Hardturm, closed in September 2007 and was demolished between December 2008 and March 2009. The modern-day Stadion Letzigrund is a bold structure built into the ground with a slightly angled ringed roof up above. The interior is a single tier of red seating, individual blocks varying in height based on what side of the stadium they are based. Its main stand sits to the west, corporate lounges up at the back and executive seating in the centre. Its tunnel sits at the base of the stand, and on football match days, dugouts are usually installed closer to the pitch on the inner lanes of the surrounding running track. The modern rebuild has also now given Stadion Letzigrund an adjustable section of standing terrace down the front of its south stand, usually converted to seating for non-domestic fixtures. Within a year of opening, Stadion Letzigrund had got its first taste of international football. Switzerland's men first played a friendly against Austria here on the 13th of October 2007, winning 3-1. A friendly against Nigeria followed in November, with Portugal using the Zurich ground as a neutral stadium for a game with Italy in February 2008. Just a few months later came UEFA Euro 2008, with Zurich playing host to 3 Group C matches. Romania 0, France 0, Romania 1, Italy 1, and France 0, Italy 2 all took place in front of a recorded sellout crowd of 30,585. International fixtures have continued to be commonplace in Zurich in the years since, both featuring and not featuring Switzerland. Egypt played 2 March 2018 friendlies here against Portugal and Greece, with Kosovo facing Albania here 2 months later. Switzerland's women first played at the Letzigrund in October 2021, a pair of wins over Romania and Croatia as part of qualifying for the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup. It's gone on to be a common home for Lanati since. Stadion Letzigrund is set to hold 5 games in total at UEFA Women's Euro 2025. France v England in Group D on Saturday the 5th of July, England v Netherlands in Group D on Wednesday the 9th of July, Sweden v Germany in Group C on Saturday the 12th of July, Quarter-final 1 between the winner of Group C and the runner-up of Group D on Thursday the 17th of July, and semi-final 2 on Wednesday the 23rd of July. Will you be attending any of the Euro 2025 games at Stadion Letzigrund? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe to the Matchday Man for more stadium profiles like this one. I'll see you then.